let's move on to your favorite and talked about topic, I suppose, is can you give us an update on where CanCare is right now? I know you've
Sure.
been in front of the legislature
Yeah.
a lot lately. So if you could
Yes.
give us an update, that would be great.
CanCare is my favorite topic. I'd be happy to talk about that. As you know, the request for proposal, RFP, went online to the state website the second week of November. And since that time, there have been a couple of things that have happened. The first is there have been 2 pre-bid conferences, and that's through this process when managed care companies have questions about the request for proposal or about the details or the questions we've asked. They all write in questions to a central agency here at the state. We compile those and then we send out the answers so they're all uniform and every managed care company bidding on this. And also providers have the same information from the state. So we've had 2 rounds of the pre-bid conferences and Q&A sessions. There have been roughly around 1,000 questions and answers that have been fairly detailed. Those are available on the KDHE website, or that you can also access it through the KDOA website. Is great reading material for when you're wanting to go to sleep, I might suggest. So that's the first thing. The second is kind of the next step in this process is the technical aspects of the bid are due January 31st, so here in about 10 days or so. And then the second part of the bid, which is the financial terms of the bid, are due on February 22nd. Once the bids come in, the financial bids come in on the 22nd, then we'll be able to release the companies, whether it be 6, 8, 10, that actually bid on CanCare and the contract. But we will start, after the first part of the bid comes in, January 31st, we will start with state agency level of evaluating several different aspects of those bids, whether they relate to the level of innovation that comes with it, or whether it relates to how the health homes will be created that we've called for, how care coordination will happen, how they're going to maintain choice among the network, how they're going to build their network, some of those things that we have requested in the RFP. So that'll all continue, and it'll be a very, very arduous process, really in February and March. That'll require a lot of the time of Department on Aging, SRS, and Health and Environment staff as they evaluate very technical portions of probably 8 or 10 bids. As you mentioned, there has been a lot of legislative questioning and oversight about CanCare. We've gone through, I think, about 2.5 weeks of hearings and questions and advocacy testimony in either the Senate Public Health and Welfare or the Senate Ways and Means Committee. We're now winding down on the Senate side, and we're winding up on the House side through the House Health Committee, the Social Services Budget Committee, and the House Appropriations Committee. So we view this as a very helpful process. We welcome legislative oversight. There's been a proposal that there's currently a joint House and Senate Health Policy Committee that meets throughout the year. There's been a proposal that committee be shifted towards focusing on CanCare and providing proper CanCare oversight. We welcome that process, and we want to see that actually happen, whether that's through a statute change or just a policy change. So we will be working very closely with them. Really, our timeline continues as it is with the deadline for the bids and continuing the process and working on the evaluations. And we still expect for this to move forward and for contracts to be signed in June, and then that'll then start the 6-7 month time period for ramp up, rollout, implementation, building a provider network, enrolling consumers into CanCare with the implementation date of January 13. So we will continue to answer questions as we need to through the legislative process. We encourage your members, any other members, consumers, family members, providers to continue to come to us with any concerns, questions, whatever it may be. And we will do our best to address those or send them out through you. We did have one provider web chat and telephone session 2 or 3 weeks ago. We thought that was a good tool to utilize. We want to have more of those here in the next couple of weeks, and then try to do those every month. So there's a lot of changes happening. We need to make sure that we're being as transparent as possible, that we're providing as much information as possible to providers who this greatly impacts, and so we do desire to do that and work in partnership with Leading Age to do that for your members.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the first of what we hope will be several more videos throughout the session with different people up here in Topeka and on the Hill. So once again, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.